Hi friends, welcome once again to another video of Terra Magica. I am once again joined by my good friend Coastercad. Hi there.
Hey there. Hey everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am doing very good. Very good, thank you for
Nice, nice.
asking. We
Excellent.
last week we saw your new addition to the little King's courtyard here, or yard we're building, which were the potion shop, which were an incredible addition to the project. Really loved it. And today it's me, and this is my speed build, as you guys can see, and I'm building something sort of a post office style. And it was very difficult for me first because, first of all, I didn't want to take too much shine or like steal the thunder from Coastercad's building on where it's placed. So I had to like find a way to kind of like mix and match these angles in. As you can see, I'm trying to like move it about, so as soon as you kind of like get over that first ramp bit, you kind of get to see your building, right?
Oh yeah, that's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it would.
It's very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of like a shame to, because I want that shot to be there, you know, when you go through the arch and further up the road, and you see
Yeah,
this
exactly. Yeah.
fantasy buildings, bars, pubs, or whatever we have. So I'm doing like it's a very. I felt like this was a little bit of an intricate building because it has some funny angles, and then it has a little bit of like funny trims and stuff like that. And as I say, I had to build it on this sort of weird angled terrain as well. So trying to make the building feel straight too on a plain foundation. It's also a little bit of a tough thing, but I feel like I got it very. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out for that. So
Can I ask you something though? Because you're building off the grid, right?
yes,
Because when you did like the base and then you turn it, so okay.
yes,
Well, that's interesting to start, but I
I've
can see why you did it. Because
I've been
you
doing
wanted
that
to.
for a long time. Also in Planet Coaster, I just don't use the grid anymore.
Ah, okay. I see. Okay.
For like I even like the pieces that eventually are gridded. I usually just split those from the building, so they just becomes their own grid as well, right? So
No, no, I don't mean like you're using grid pieces. I mean like building
well,
off the world axis. That's what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean. I was just saying like I like to consider like that when I build, um, and do that when I use grid pieces. I usually do that, but yeah, most of this is pretty much just completely off grid, and I was just trying to make everything work very well here. This is gonna be a 2-floor building, and it's gonna have like some nice trim, wooden trim pieces, and I tried to like involve a lot of all the different tree textures and plank textures, and it works very well, to be honest. I have the Indonesian in here, I have the Twilight, I have just the normal one, I have the Arctic, and I was just trying to find a good combo of all of them, and it worked. So yeah, pretty happy for
Yeah,
that.
it's nice. It's nice we get so many wood pieces and combining them seems fine because I do that as well in my build. So yeah, it always works.
Yes, I
You know,
think
because sometimes you just need like a little smaller plank to make some trims and stuff or some wood details like you're doing here with all the details. It really
exactly.
works well together. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
really nice.
of course, there's some of the wood pieces you just can't color, right? So that's why it's like these, for example. These are not flexi color, the Viking or the Arctic pieces. So sometimes it's difficult also to find like that certain texture for the wood planks. It's
Yeah, I
annoying.
know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
sometimes it annoys me
try.
too how difficult it is to find, because they're so different as well. If you kind of like actually look at them, like if you choose colors. Um, Indonesian and Twilight might be okay. They kind of like have the same color patterns and stuff, but a lot of the others are not so good for that, I feel like. But yeah, making a longer extension on the roof here and trying to like just making it feel like a little bit more boxy without feeling, what I mean, like, yeah, a little bit more boxy in that sense of having some thick walls and like the roof that kind of like ramps out of and makes an extension towards the where the people are gonna walk.
That's like Fantasy 101, right? Extended.
Exactly. Just extend everything on a fantasy house, and you're pretty much on the right path. As you can see here, because you can get away with this on fantasy buildings that we talked about before, you know. So it's
yeah, definitely, yeah.
But I'm honestly just like trimming it up, as you can see, trying to find good patterns into the whole woods trims here, and it actually works very well. I also make a few custom windows and add like the emissive glass, so we get some lights overnight, and then later on I'm adding like a, how do you say, like an outpost tower, but in more sense of a, because this building is going to be a post office, so this is going to be where I feel like people could go up in this sort of tower and they could send out their owls or birds to whatever message they had to send forward to whoever is in the kingdom, you know. And I thought that was a very neat idea, so you'll see me add that later on.
Yeah, I really like that idea, because it's always more fun to make a building with a story behind it.
Yes, exactly.
If you just go like random fantasy buildings and make a city, but it's always, we will of course make more random buildings, but because it's going to be a big city, but it's always good to have some story behind it.
Yes.
Also gives you ideas for what to add, like about the tower you're gonna add, like you said. So
yeah. Sometimes buildings, they need to tell a story, and it makes it a lot easier also just to build it, you know, because you can make it make sense instead of just.
Oh, I love the little moss piece you added to the base.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea. I'm gonna remember that. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, they just work well there. I've done it before actually on other builds, but I guess it's just more. You just see it more here because there's not really any foliage, which I also gonna add later on.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm honestly quite happy for how this build kind of like just turned out. I think I built it like over a few Planet Zoo sessions, like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, when did I say this was finished? I think I used 2 or 3 days on this guy, and then I was kind of like finished with it, with a few breaks in between, of course. But I'm happy with it, because I was looking at a few pictures on Pinterest, and some of those we have in our Terra Magica folder, and I was like, there must be something in here that kind of like that I can do that is not taking too long, right? And then I was like,
yeah, exactly.
a day and a half into this build, and I was like, oh well, this is gonna take some time anyway, so just screw it. So, but I really like how this build turned out, though, like the composition, the placing of it, and that it also gives room to your build and to the stairs. It's really nice. Yeah.
And I love the detailing you're doing on the wood so far. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm
the textures in there, all the trimming and all the little planks and the details. It's really nice.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's about making it look a little bit interesting when you're mainly just using these wood pieces as being the detail or the detailing, you know. So here I'm doing another little extension with some stained glass, and like I felt like it would be cool to come through the arch here when you go into here, and then you'll have like a little cool extension window from this guy with some nice stained glasses in. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that always works perfectly on fantasy builds. Yeah,
it does. You can get away with it again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And if you just make it look nice, and I kind of felt like I did that. I'm so using like one of the more angle roofs to make the top of this guy, and I'm not hating it. I kind of liked it the more I looked at it, and I've just like ended up keeping it. So you'll see what I'm talking about just in a sec here. And then to my plan, I was gonna tell you guys about is on the right side, on the back side of this guy here. I want to do like a little like dodos or cranes kind of habitat, but that has to like symbolize like these posts, like these will transport your post, or you can buy them or something like that. Just a little bit extra cool feature for this building. I think that would be super cool to have a little like dodo farm or something on the right side here, inside the town. And I think I can get away with it if I implement it correct, which I hope to get done here before I go back to Tampa. So yeah, but that's for another video, of course. But that's kind of like the idea that I've also brainstormed a bit with Coastercad, and he said it sounds cool, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Get some birds in there and stuff. So yeah.
Yes.
I also like what you did there with the roofing. When you use a tower piece and then add to it with the custom pieces.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. It was I tried to like figure out a way to implement this roof here, right, without making it too complicated, and this worked out pretty well. Yeah. I was really enjoying this.
As well, what you're doing now with the little trims, it's really nice.
Thank you.
Really adds to it, finishes it off, you know.
Yes.
Gives that fantasy vibe. But,
yeah, I was on a roll here with when it came to like this. It was really enjoying it, and I was kind of like having that plan in my head, like as I said, with the post office for a long time, and I felt like it needed a little bit extra. It needed to be a little bit more significant and unique, and I feel like adding these things here would do the job. And I'm getting to use so many pieces I've not used before, like all these wood pieces and stuff just fits perfectly. So I love it.
Then you use an African door for the...
No, I think it's the...
Oh, I don't know. I do recognize. I don't know which team it is.
It is the North African door.
It's nice how everything fits so well together in a fantasy build.
It really is, man. And as I said, like with the wood pieces and stuff, like it's just nice. They really just work together, all of them, if you just use the correct color schemes for them. So yeah, once again, just like finishing off the stuff before I do a little bit more of the foliage detailing and stuff on this guy. I was like I didn't want it to have so many windows, so I just feel like putting a lot of decals, and eventually we'll put up some ivy, as you can see I'm doing here now as well. And when we get foliage around it and a little flower bed, it's just gonna look super dope, and it really fits and matches the whole vibe so far of the town, with your build and my restaurant in the background. And I'm so excited to see how this is gonna evolve with all our buildings together. Yeah.
Yeah, we need like to finish the street, and then we're going down to the harbor. And,
yes.
So maybe if anyone in the chat wants to suggest like a building for medieval city. I mean, we got a restaurant, we got a blacksmith.
Yes.
We got a potion shop. Well, guys, if you got any ideas, let us know.
We got a inn.
We can think about it.
Yes, please. And also, if you have some funny names for some shops.
That too, yeah, that would be nice.
Because we're definitely starting the harbor in chapter 2 here. Because that's a area both me and Coastercad are very excited for to start on. We have a little. We found a picture, like a little. We'll eventually show it in the video when we get that far, where we actually agreed upon to try build it together. So we kind of like take parts of it and kind of like build our own sections of it, and then at the end there'll be one big ultimate build, right? And I'm excited for that part too. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, me too, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how that works out.
Yes.
So we actually both work on one building.
Yeah, because it's a big build, and but it's so majestic for a harbor, and it just works perfectly for Terra Magica. So we we decided to try that.
Yeah, the concept art that we got is amazing. It's
Yes.
gonna be like the main building of the harbor. Obviously, we will do like smaller buildings around it.
Yes, exactly.
That's going to be like the main focus.
Yeah, that's gonna be our big thing here in chapter 2, as I
It'll
said.
be like the harbor centerpiece, if you will.
Almost literally, yeah. So, and this was kind of like, yeah, I've looked at some pictures and stuff, and then I was like, this is kind of funny. Like, I want to build something like just completely like, little bit like, I guess, unfortunate events kind of style, where you just see like a little thing on the top here of a building, right? That's a little bit like unstable, and it could be like an old, like a little birdhouse or like an outpost house too, where you send off your pigeons or whatever you did, right? So
I like this one because this one is very unique. Like, but it still works.
It does.
It's not something you really see in fantasy builds. Like,
yeah, it's like
more. It's kind of like a series of a Fortunate Events vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like at least the shack on the hill there, kind of like gives me that a little bit, and then it just gives a nice composition too, especially after I add the outpost tower as well. It's so nice. So yeah, and there's not really any. Maybe we can add a shop in here and then like make it more interactive. This build, I guess. But as I say, we will have some animals on the backside, which hopefully will make some of the guests and stuff roam up here. I can't wait to actually see how this is gonna look when we get guests and stuff walking around. That's gonna be funny to see.
I hope we still have a good frame rate. We'll see about that.
I mean, I'm still kind of having a good frame rate in here. I don't really feel any drops so
Yeah,
far.
me too. So far it's good.
Yeah. I also remember to disable
I have to say,
everything.
though, it's been going down a little the last few times I was in here, but not anything too bad.
Okay. But you do remember to disable everything, right? Like the climbing things.
No, I haven't done that.
Well, just next
That's
time.
like on the items, right?
Yeah, you just click on the
But
building.
how does it work? You have to click like every
No.
piece separately? And...
No. Like if you have a whole building that is climbable, it will just come up and say enable or disable it. You don't have to click every piece.
Oh, okay.
Like I've done that with all of it so far.
Okay.
I don't know if it helps, but we might as well just do it from the start, right? Because who knows?
Yeah.
I've heard it saves frame rate, and I did it in Hobbiton Zoo as well, and I did get a little bit more. But then I built more stuff, and it came back to the same thing. So it's fine.
Okay. Well, at least you got to build more stuff. So.
Right? At least I got to build more stuff. That's most important. So adding some...
Oh, but it should be fine because right now I'm actually still building on my laptop in this part.
Oh, damn.
So, and it runs good on there still. So.
I mean, that's perfect then if it still does.
I mean, we're good for a long time. So.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just finishing up this guy here, and then afterwards I'm slowly starting on the flower bed, and then we're gonna add the tower at the end, and then you'll see like the composition and stuff I'm talking about. It just works very well together, and actually also when you see it from the side of the town, and you see like the restaurant's peak and then this guy's peak above the castle walls, it's kind of cool. Kind of gives a cool vibe. So you'll see it in the cinematics eventually. So yeah, very, very excited to continue into here and how this is gonna work. Flower beds, as I said, adding the foliage here, all the grass that I could think about, adding a little bush, and as soon, I mean, it's so crazy how much it just changes, right? Like it's.
Yeah, foliage always adds so much.
It is crazy to me. Like it's literally cheat codes. It's just like, it doesn't look good. What can I do?
Foliage, yes, exactly.
continuing here too. So this right side here, as I said, is just gonna be empty for now because I want to build that thing I told you about, the animals. So I'm keeping that open for that, because maybe I can have them run in and it can be their little shelter or something. So yeah, this right side here is gonna stay a little bit empty, so it can evolve to what I really wanted to build around there. So adding some clutter on the ground floor, and as you can see, the building here is really starting to look nice now with all the foliage, the sunlight on it. I'm even adding some of these Asian things behind the stained glass, so it gives a little different vibe as well. And putting some glass panels beneath so it lights up. Just the same old things before I go in and finish it off with that tower and a little bit of bonding and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the post office that I'm building today. I'm very happy that they had like one of those for the top, one of those weather vanes for it. Because I was like,
oh, you used the cat one with the cat in the mouse, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a whale in that stat. I was like, the whale does not really.
No. Did you try to like make a bird one or?
Honestly, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
But if you make one and it's cool, or we get to make one, we'll change it.
I'll try something. I just need to look for some pieces. Like
yes.
Small metal. I need some small metal pieces.
And then we also need to. Dandy said yes that he wanted to help us with some statues, so we gotta send him some stuff. And
then, that's amazing. Yeah.
And then hopefully he can make some. We can add them in for another video, and then you can check them out. That'll be super dope. So I'm really I'm very fond of this new piece here from the Indonesian pack. Like this little small tile here. Like as you can see, you can literally use it to make all these nice shaped pillars. I mean, of course, the texture is a little bit off because you can see it like it's 4 different layers, but it kind of works, and I like it that we have the opportunity to kind of like have that we can use those pieces now to do this.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah.
Because I was annoyed that we didn't really have any like brackets in that way, as we had the Planet Coaster for that sense.
Yeah, the brackets are a little too big also. Yeah.
Yes, the ones
compared
we have.
to the thing is, when you're so used to the Planet Coaster brackets.
Yes.
Kind of like when you started Planet Zoo, you really miss them at the start. Because I use them for everything.
Same, dude. Same.
Probably the piece I use the most in.
Yep. I'm with you. And then you come into Planet Zoo and you're just like, what?
Yeah, but look at what you can do with all the wood pieces now in Planet Zoo. I mean,
you have so.
This tower you're doing now is a perfect example. Like
yes.
All the custom towers you can.
So versatile, right?
Woods. Yeah. You can basically do anything. So.
Literally. I was a little bit lazy here, but I found a good creative way to actually have the roof up here. I was like, okay, this actually holds.
It works perfectly. Man.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. And that's kind of
lazy, man. It's not lazy. It's smart.
Thank you. That's what I like to hear. So that's pretty much what we have in today's video. Yep, that was the post office, and yeah, really happy for how it turned out, as you could hear.
Nice little detail there. Yes, I love it, man. I love the composition and the woodwork. Like I said, the details in the woodwork, and yeah, all these little clutters you're doing now. Yeah, I really love the composition.
Thank you.
I mean, it's quite big actually, but
yeah,
it doesn't feel super big, but it is kind of so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait till you see it when you get into into the game. You'll probably be quite surprised.
Yeah.
It fills out a big chunk of space, but it looks great nevertheless. Though
but it's always harder to like make a big building like more intricate, but you still pull it off. So yeah, it's really amazing, man. I love it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And I can't wait to get back in. Guys, hope you will watch next video, which will be the entrance build of Coastercad we're gonna look at, and maybe some more stuff. And then I'll be back with hopefully kind of like a new habitat build. But yeah, leave a like and a comment down below of what you think. And yeah, have a good day. And I'll see you in our next video.
Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.